everyone, and welcome back to another keto mukbang and another new exciting recipe for keto. Now, I have tried different meatloafs. I've never done one for my channel, but I finally got it down and it's delicious to hold it together. What I have used is a flaxseed. Now, I have a slideshow at the end, as always, and I will list all the ingredients and how to make it down in my box to make it easier for you guys, but I'll go over it real quick right now. Now, if you're gonna go lower fat, you're gonna use ground turkey. I have got ground beef here because I'm doing 1 meal a day right now. I have got ground beef, 2 pounds of it, and then I have used a 1/4 cup of flax seed. You can get that from your local vitamin store. I got it from GNC, and I've used a 1/4 cup for 2 pounds of meat here. 2 eggs, and 2/4 cups of onion. The entire meatloaf cut up into 8 slices. That's what I did. You can make them even thinner. Mine are a little bit, you know, kind of like a meatloaf. So I think that would be perfect to do 8 slices for the 2 pounds. It is 10 carbs for the whole thing. So I'm guessing right here I have 3 carbs just in the meat because I have 2 pieces. So total carb here I have 10 carbs. That's including the sour cream, and I've used a light sour cream and a pat of butter, and I use that Kerrygold, so it's the best one to use for keto to keep it clean. A good butter, it's grass-fed. And of course I've got cauliflower mash, which would have a few carbs too. But my entire meal here is only 10 carbs. I did put over the meat when I got it all prepared and in the pan, and you'll see that. I did do 4 tablespoons of sugar-free ketchup across the whole thing too. That is all included in the carb count. Now I do net carb. If you did total carb, then it would be 14 carbs if you did total carb for the whole pan. So it's not that much more. It's just that flaxseed is 4 carbs, and it is 4 carb and 4 fiber, so you can deduct that. And that is for 2 tablespoons, so it would have been 8 more carbs. So it actually would be 18 carbs for the whole pan. So it still would be very low for your family. But I do net carb, and that's how you just deduct your dietary fiber. So, and then when I was all done, I did another tablespoon across the top here of, or 2 tablespoons, I'm sorry, of sugar-free ketchup, just to give it, you know, a little bit more, because I love meatloaf with the ketchup on it. So yeah, I'm excited about this one, and I've already tried a bite, so I already know it's delicious, but it held together perfectly when I was cutting and everything. That flax really holds it together with the 2 eggs. Yum. I'm excited about this one, and I am a lover of, when I wasn't doing keto, cold meatloaf sandwiches later on bread. Well, of course, we don't eat bread, so I'm going to do it like on a lettuce wrap, or I'm just going to do it just cold with mayonnaise and ketchup over it. I just love the meatloaf cold later. I don't like cold meat at all, but I do like it when it's a meatloaf because of the flavors, and I do like it when it gets cold. So you also could put it on those low-carb wraps. You know, if you're in maintenance mode, you could use those low-carb wraps, and I've done that before with my meatloaf. So I just absolutely love cold meatloaf. But anyways, I'm excited about this one, you guys, and I am drinking a water with Mio in it, the Kool-Aid, which is a Mio, and it's done with the sucralose. Now this one kind of does knock my color down a little bit. I don't use very much of it. Knocks me down a little bit. I'm okay with the aspartame. That one doesn't, but everybody's going to respond differently. You know, don't worry too much if it doesn't kick me out of ketosis, then I'm fine. Just brings my color down a little bit, and not all the time. It depends on what I'm eating for that day, but I'm okay once in a while to do this. And tonight I decided to do a movie with you guys. I have it very low. I'm not going to share it because I don't want to get in trouble. But I got this from my good friend Stacy. I am a huge Wizard of Oz fan. I'm sure you guys know that. If you go to my playlist under miscellaneous, you'll see my, I have a video on my collection, my Wizard of Oz collection. It's not huge, but I love the Wizard of Oz. And this one here is a cartoon. It's called Legends of Oz, Dorothy's Return. And I've already seen it like 6 times. I love it so much. I'm actually going to put it in my Wizard of Oz shelf, but I love it. Thank you, Stacy, so much. And Stacy owns a copy of this too. I don't know if she's seen it yet. Definitely watch it, honey. You're going to love it. It's so cute. So I have it really low in the background, and I'm kind of just watching it while I'm talking with you guys because I had to watch it again. Wizard of Oz itself, I swear to you guys, I have withdrawals if I don't watch Wizard of Oz at least once or twice a month. I have seen it thousands of times. I literally can talk it word for word watching it because I've watched it since I was 5 years old, and then of course when it came out on, you know, TV every year, and then it came out on VHS, I could watch it whenever I wanted, and then of course DVD, and then Blu-ray. I own a beautiful Blu-ray copy of it. I got a box set for my husband one year for Christmas. Came with the little crystal ball, the ruby slippers, everything was just great. The little charms for the brain, the courage, and the heart. It's just cute little charms that come in this little box. I love it. If you, like I said, if you go to my channel, you'll see that I got a little bit of meat under my nail here when I was cutting it. But anyways, yeah, I'm a huge Wizard of Oz fan. I love it. And I literally will have withdrawals if I don't get to watch it. So, so when she sent me this, I was excited. It's a Dorothy Return, and it's super cute. You definitely have to see this. They did make a Dorothy Return, Wizard of Oz Return, and it's done with Sarah Black, I think it was, or Bloke, or whatever her name is. It was cute. I liked it, but of course, nothing will ever compare to the original Wizard of Oz with Judy Garland. Absolutely wonderful, wonderful, wonderful movie, and it is my top most favorite movie in the world. So, anyways, let's eat, you guys. I am super excited about this. Look at how well it held together. It cuts so good. Love it. Absolutely love it. We're going to dip it in a little bit of this cauliflower mash. So you got your meat and mashed potato. Who wouldn't love this? Look at that. Oh my gosh. Yum, you guys. So yummy. Like I said, I have done a meatloaf, but I did it with pork rind. You can do it with pork rind too to hold it together, and then the egg and the onions. But I thought, I've always wanted to try it with the flaxseed to see if it would hold together, because flaxseed is like a breading, almost like breadcrumbs, you know, done kind of like, you know, very finely, like a dust or whatever. So it worked perfect. I love it. This turned out so good. And it, like all the other ones I made held together, but not like this. Those would break apart very easy. This one held together so easy. I mean, look at when I pick it up. Look at that. Holds together so good. So you guys definitely need to try this. If you are a meatloaf lover, you will love it. And this is what I'm trying to tell everybody. Keto is so amazing, and you lose weight eating this way. We have eliminated the fiber and the sugars, and we get to eat amazing. I mean, come on, meatloaf and cauliflower mash. It's almost like having meatloaf and mashed potatoes. I've got the sour cream. I have used light. That's what you would use if you're trying to lose weight. You would want to do this with a ground turkey, but you can also do it with ground beef if you're doing like one meal, because you want to keep the fat lower. But definitely if you want to keep it even lower, you could do ground turkey, make the same recipe, and do it with the cauliflower mash, and do it like I did with the light sour cream. Now, you don't even have to add the butter. I did. This cauliflower mash is absolutely delicious with nothing. I love it. You don't need anything on it. I love it. I have put some salt and pepper on it too. Oh, sorry, in here too. Okay, so it was 2 pounds of ground beef, 2/4 cups of onion, 2 eggs, a 1/4 cup of flaxseed, and like a tablespoon, actually not a tablespoon, I'm sorry, a teaspoon of, not even a teaspoon. I don't know why I'm saying a teaspoon. I would say maybe a 1/4 teaspoon through the whole thing of a seasonal. You'll see that in the picture. I've just used the seasonal, which has got all the seasonings, and I do count that as a carb, even though it says 0 seasonings do have carbs. So I did like a 1/4 teaspoon, maybe a little bit more through the entire pan, but it's plenty. If you needed a little bit more salty at the end, add some more salt to it. Pink salt is the best one to use, or sea salt. So just add that on top there. It's delicious, you guys. Oh my gosh. And then of course I did the 4 tablespoons of ketchup, just going across, the sugar-free ketchup, going across the top, because you know a lot of times when you make a meatloaf, people do like a tomato paste on top, or a ketchup, but we can't have that because of the sugar. So I've used a sugar-free Heinz ketchup. Delicious. And that's what, you know, gave it that glaze across the top. It glazed like that. I'll put it up close so you can see that. It did like a glaze across the top. You see that? So yummy. Delicious. I did it on 350 for an hour, 20 minutes. So you'll see it says 80 minutes because, of course, my oven doesn't have it by the hour. It has it by the minute. So I just put 80 minutes. And about halfway through, I cut it in half just to get some more steam into it. I did cover it with Reynolds wrap. I do show a picture of it in the oven, and then I covered it with Reynolds wrap. And I did put in a 1/2 cup of water down into the pan too. So you guys see, it just helps keep the moisture in there. Of course, the meat's going to give it liquid too, but put a little bit of water in the pan too. I put it in like one of those little cake pans, shaped it into a meatloaf. But yeah, just make sure you cover it with Reynolds wrap, and then about halfway through, uncover. I mean, uncover to cut it in half, then cover it again, put it back in. Then when it has about 20 minutes left, I did slice it then, and sliced it up just to cook it a little bit longer, so everything was cut and everything cooked really good. You don't have to do that. You can let it just go the full time. You don't even have to cut into the middle of it. I just did because I was testing this out to see how long it would take to cook and all that. So you would just put it in the oven. It took me 80 minutes on 350. Every oven obviously will vary, so just keep an eye on it. Oh my God, you guys, this is so delicious. I love keto. I just think I eat so fantastic. Yum. This is a grass-fed meat, so it's much better for you. It is a grass-fed meat, and it is the lowest, leanest ground beef. I have used the most lean. I think it was 94% lean. So I've used a very lean. So you could use ground beef, which that's going to give you the best, you know, meatloaf is going to be ground beef for the taste, but ground turkey is good too. But use the lowest, leanest meat if you're going to make the beef and you're trying to lose weight. So good. Now, I used a small to medium sized onion, and I used half the onion, which made 2/4 cups. That's what it did. I did it in the cups like that. But it went through the entire 2, pounds of meat. So you're not getting that many onions. And I do teach that you can have onion, you can have tomato, but very little, because it is a little bit more carby. But when you're doing like this, I'm only getting a few pieces of onion. I can taste it through the whole thing, though. It's more for taste, it's flavor. Oh, it's so good. But just be careful with onions and tomatoes. You can definitely have them, but just look like, I think a medium tomato is 5 carbs, I think. An onion is about the same. For a small to medium onion, it's like 5 carbs for the whole thing. So it's not super carby, but it is more carby than, like greens. Greens are so low. Like you could eat a whole bag of spinach and it's like 2 carbs for the whole thing. So that's what I'm saying. But like onions, just a little, I figured the 2/4 cups that I used, I figured that was 4 carbs right there. Because I always guesstimate up. But yeah, just onions are a little bit more carby. But it doesn't mean you can't have them. You can have them, just watch them. So anyways, how is everyone doing, and what are you eating with me tonight? Is everybody doing keto that watches me? I hope so. I hope you're learning a lot from me. I love to teach, and the reason I do is I am not a doctor. I am not a nutritionist. I am not a keto expert. I'm learning to be a keto expert because I've learned so much. But I was taught by experts at a clinic that I go to, my doctor's office that I go to. My doctor and the 2 nutritionists that I see are professionals and have taught me the correct way. Because a lot of people misunderstand keto and high fat. It is a high-fat diet, but you're either going to eat high-fat foods if you're skinny, or you're going to use your body as your high-fat. There's 2 fat sources. Your body will be your high-fat if you're trying to lose weight, and then you're going to lose it quickly and, get it off and feel amazing because your body's going to burn its own body fat. You definitely can still lose. It's just going to take a lot longer eating higher fat, and it makes sense not to. My nutritionist taught me that actually it's not good for you if you have a lot of fat to eat a lot of fat. You want to use your body fat. So I do teach that there's 3 forms. For losing, gaining, and maintaining. For losing, you definitely want to use your body fat as your high fat source. So I do teach to keep the fats lower with lower lean meats and different things like that. Stay away from like sour creams and mayos and all that. Use light on everything, light cheeses, all of that until you get to maintenance mode. And then you've got people that are maintaining weight. You would eat a moderate amount. When I was in maintenance mode for that year, I ate around 100 grams a day and I felt wonderful, felt great. Really didn't have a lot of body fat. I did go back in because I wanted to lose a little bit more, but I had enough body fat to keep it around 100. So I would say 100, 150 in maintenance, depending on your height, your weight, all of that. But I would say nobody needs to do any more than that. And then somebody trying to gain weight would do 200 grams or more, like trying to gain on keto. So keto was designed different ways, but people get it wrong because they say, well, it's a high fat diet, so I'm going to eat lots of fat. Your body is your high fat source. So let's just stick with the high fat on your body. Get this weight off. I lost 150 pounds in 13 to 14 months. My good friend Monica is pretty much at her goal weight, and she did that in like 18 months. So yeah, you're going to get it off really fast, and it's all going to keep coming off if you use your body fat. When you first start, of course, you're going to keep the calorie up higher, depending. I think I did like 16 to 1800 when I first started. Then I dropped down to 15, and then 14, then 13. And I kept going till I was down to about 1,000 to 1,200, still losing. And then I went into maintenance mode, and I went back to like around 1,400 is what I eat for maintenance. I can eat up to about 18 without gain, but I like to eat around 14 to 18 depending on what I'm eating. And excuse me, I can maintain weight there. So that's awesome when you're doing keto, how you can maintain at such, you know, a high amount for somebody as little as me. I mean, I'm 100 and, you know, the low 30s, 137 pounds, very, you know, in the low, like I'm 132 to 135. And I maintain it that way, which is awesome. I'm only 5'2". So that's really great. But losing, I did have to keep going down. And when I wanted to lose even more, I did have to drop it down to around, I did 1 meal a day. I started around 1,000 calories, and then I dropped it after, you know, a few days down to 900, maybe about a week and a half, 2 weeks later, I went down to 700 and then 600, 500. And I was doing 500 just for a short time just to get to that goal. I almost got there, and then I stopped because I was going through that move and all that. I stopped, went back to maintenance. But yeah, that's okay to do because you're only going to do that for a short time just to get those last few pounds off. And then I went back up. But right now, now that the move and everything is all done, I really want to get to that goal of the 120s. So now I'm doing 1 meal a day again. So, and it's working out great for me. I'm doing around 500 to 800. So, you guys, this is so delicious. I love cauliflower mash. To me, of course, there's a little bit of a different taste, but to me, there's more taste than mashed potatoes because mashed potatoes don't really have a taste. This has got more taste, but it definitely has that feeling like you're eating mashed potatoes. I love it. I do not miss my potatoes. Not at all. I love it like this. If you're new to my channel, definitely hit that subscribe button, and so you get to see all these videos. Hit the notification bell so you won't miss any of these videos, and shoot me a thumbs up. I really appreciate that, and it helps me to know what videos you guys like and what you don't like. And definitely, if you need help and you need help with macros and not understanding all that, macros are what makes up your calories, which is your protein, your fat, and your carb. I can go over that with you. I do put my email down in every one of my boxes. Definitely send me an email, and I'd love to set you up. I do need to know like your age, your weight, your height, your gender, all of that, so we can go over that, and I can get you set up and, you know what your current weight is and all that, and get you set up. I do keep everybody a little bit higher in calorie in the beginning, especially, you know, if your weight is over 200, I do keep you higher, and then we'll go down from there. But yeah, if you need help getting started, I would love to help you free of charge. Just send me a message in my email. And sorry if I don't get back to everybody right away. I will send you a little message letting you know I got the message. I just have been so busy. But now I'm starting to calm down now with the move being over. I'm just unpacking a little bit. So I will get back to you letting you know I got the message, and just give me time to, you know, get back to you. But if you could just shoot me a message letting me know your age, your weight, your height, and your gender, and I can go from there and send you a message, and then I kind of go over like a little keto rundown on what keto is and how it works. So, but yeah, I love helping all of you guys. I love the way I feel. I never knew I could ever feel this good, ever get all of my weight off. Here I am. I sit at 43 years old, 132, 135 pounds. I feel amazing. It's the lowest weight I've ever been since I was a child. I think at like 14 years old, I weighed like 160, 170. So this is the lowest I've ever been. I feel amazing. I lost it to feel amazing, not to look great, or like I said to people before, or get a big head like, oh my gosh, I'm skinny now. No. I do not think that I'm any different than anybody who's heavy or when I was heavy. I just love living life healthy now. I love it. All my blood work, I've done it 4 times. I've had blood work done. I've been keto for 4 years, almost 4 years, and I've done blood work 4 times. Was it 4 or 5? 4 or 5, and every one just kept getting better and better and better. And I used to have, I was pre-diabetic. I had high cholesterol, high triglycerides, high blood pressure, high, you know, just you name it, I had it. And all of my blood work comes back excellent now, and I love the way I feel. I just always feel amazing. And this is truly the way that we should be eating. I hate that our world brought in so many carbs and so many bad things, processed foods and all the sweets and treats and all that. It made our whole world become so obese. And I'm trying to change America one person at a time, teaching them this way of life and understanding. And you don't have to give up. Like, I teach treats on there too. There's sweets that you can make that are all done with like stevia and different things. And, you know, like the Quest bars, the Quest cookies, there's lots of things you can still eat that are sweet to enjoy that. But, you know, it's too many people are obese. People are dying young. My dad died at 48 years old. We lost our dad, and he was obese, and I wish he would have knew about this then. We didn't know about it. But I guess keto's been around for over 100 years. They were using it to treat epilepsy, but that's not the only thing it does. It cures cancer, IBS, epilepsy. Your skin gets better. Your overall health gets better. It changes all your blood work. It, you know, your triglycerides and your cholesterol levels and your blood, your sugar levels, all of that. It changes everything. There's so much that it does, and it cures so much. You got to read about it. What this way of life does for you, it changes everything. And America's going to become great again. And everywhere you go now, even stores now, you walk in stores and you see keto products, keto, keto, keto. It's going to be the generation for our children and their children. That's what it's going to be. It's not a fad. This is definitely something that's going to change America. And I just think it's wonderful. It's like they ate in Bible time. And I know I get hyped and excited when I'm making these videos and I talk fast. I've always been a fast talker, but I just have like so much energy. I don't know what to do with myself. And it's just amazing. And I love this way of eating. Who knew? Whoops. I broke it. It went flying. Who knew that fat was the way that our body was designed to eat, not the carbs? We were designed to eat the fat. Nobody would have ever been obese. But if you are obese and overweight, you do need to use your body fat as your energy source to start with. And then you're going to eat higher fats once you get to goal. But who knew that fats were the key to living a healthy life? But if you read about it, even our brain is made up of fat. It's just amazing. Not because we're fat, because I'm thin. Our brain is made of fat. So our body needs fat. And if you're eating the fat or using your body fat, it's constantly burning fat for fuel when you're not adding in the carb. And that's what keto means. It's a state of ketosis that your body goes into. And all that is a big word for fat burning mode. Your body is always burning fat for fuel, which is awesome. So if you are eating fat because you're thin, your body's going to burn it every single day. If you're using your body fat and eating just, lower lean meats and stuff in the beginning to lose weight, your body's going to burn all your fat off of your body till you get to goal weight and you're going to feel amazing. It's just awesome. I can't stress enough how wonderful I feel, and I will never do anything but keto. And I even have a heart condition that I developed after I had my son back in '98. Hang on. So almost 21 years ago, I developed postpartum cardiomyopathy. And who knew if the doctor would have just told me to do keto, I would have cured my heart completely. I went 20 years taking what was it? I started keto almost, 3 years ago. So about 18 years, 17 years. I went 17 years with a bad heart. Enough taking meds. I mean, they were throwing meds down my throat and everything, doing meds and all that. And I stayed pretty stable. But my heart was really bad. It was only functioning at 8%. It was the upper left ventricle that was enlarged and only functioning at 8% from the birth of my child. My body couldn't handle a birth. It's called postpartum cardiomyopathy. It was right after I had him, I developed it. And I was starting to get signs of it when I was pregnant with him, but they just thought it was the first signs of toxemia. But anyways, I had such a bad heart. They said that I had a heart of an 83-year-old. It started to improve. It went up to like 20 and 30. It wasn't really getting to a great function. But once I started keto, years later, 18 years later, I started keto. My heart now functions at 45 to 50%. I am off 18 meds. I was on 18 meds. I'm off all the meds except for 2 meds, a very low dose, which is a beta blocker, and another one that just works to help pump the blood, because my heart still doesn't pump like all of yours, doesn't pump the blood out like your guys does. Still is a little bit different. The function in it is different. It's called the ejection fraction, is different than anybody else's. The way the blood pumps out. Mine pools a little bit. But anyways, who knew that I could get off all these meds and just have to be on a low dose of these meds and be living life amazing? And I just had the heart looked at not even a year ago, and it's just sitting just amazing. The doctor said, you're doing great. You keep doing what you're doing. You're going to, live a long life and you'll never need another heart. They thought I did at one point needed a heart, but I asked him, can I do keto for life? Because a lot of people ask that question. Of course, I did talk to my doctor, my nutritionist, but I wanted to know my heart doctor's opinion too, because he also knows keto. And he said, yes, I would recommend you live your life that way, your whole entire life, keto, because it's going to keep that heart strong for you. So I love it. I absolutely love it. And I have just turned my whole life around. I mean, who knew I would get off all these meds? And I'm off all the meds, even for my cholesterol and all of that. It's just so amazing by eating fats. Of course, at first I used my body fat as my energy, but then I went into, now I eat a little higher fats when I went into maintenance, and now a little lower right now. One meal, I just have so much fat then, but I will go back up to eating higher fats again when I get to a weight that I like. I want to lose just a little bit more. But anyways, yes, it's just an amazing way of life, and I would recommend everybody do it. I know at first it's hard. I was the same as anybody out there that's going to say, oh my God, how can I give up bread and pasta and rice? And you just can't give all that up. Once you start eating these foods and you feel the way you feel, the amazing feeling you get from it, and how good the foods are, my mind changed so fast. Wasn't missing bread and I wasn't missing pasta. I was realizing how great I felt not eating those things. So you will get there. Don't worry. Just try it. Give yourself 1 month. If you can give yourself 1 month, I can convince most of you that you're going to stay keto. Once you feel, I felt the effects after just a few days once I hit ketosis, but I'm going to say challenge yourself to 1 month keto. And if you don't feel amazing after 1 month, then you know what? I'll have a hard time believing it, because I know thousands that are doing it that feel amazing, but it's going to change your mind and everything, and you will stay keto. Now, do I have cheat days? Yes. In almost 4 years, I've had 8 cheat days. Okay, every once in a while, and I didn't do them until I got to goal weight, but every once in a while, you can still enjoy a donut or a cookie or some pasta or whatever. One day, I'll do it one day, and then I go right back to keto, and I wait months and months before I do it again. So it's not like you'll never eat those things again. But you will love keto so much that even after a cheat, you'll say, oh, I can't wait to get back into ketosis, because it'll take 3 or 4 days to get back there. But challenge yourself to a month of keto and just try it, and you are going to be blown away. After that, you know, go in. I went in after like 2 months, I think it was, two or 3 months. I think it was 2 months. I went in after 2 months, and my blood work had changed dramatically after 2 months. And now, 4 years in, it's all normal. I mean, basically, even then it was normal, but all my numbers are normal now, and it's just amazing. So I challenge you, if you don't do keto, to try keto for 1 month. And if you are not convinced how wonderful it is, I don't even know what to say then. And try out my meals. I have so many keto mukbangs that I actually want to write a cookbook, and I have treats too. And I'm teaching you on here. Go in and look at my different recipes I have. I kept it simple. I had my eggs and my bacon in the morning, my eggs and my sausage, or I would always do turkey sausage light like that, or turkey bacon. And then in the evening, I always had a meat and a veggie. That's how I ate. I just kept it simple and just wanted my weight off, you know, and kept all of it low fat and used my body fat. That's what I did. But if you are a person that wants to have fun and exciting meals, go in and check out my mukbangs. You will definitely want to stay keto. It's amazing. There isn't anything that I can't turn keto. I have done Chinese dishes. I have done KFC, the chicken bowl. I have done pastas with actual noodles that are actual noodles. But, you know, I have showed so many things. I've done onion rings, mozzarella sticks. You name it, I have figured out how to do it keto, and the ingredients are so easy. The recipes are so easy. Like, I make it really easy. I want to design a cookbook that is fast and easy keto meals and treats, because I also make it simple for you guys. If you look up keto recipes, a lot of times the recipes are so big. Mine are so simple too, and delicious. And I've had many people try my recipes and tell me they are. This is so good. Sorry if this video is a little bit longer, but it's just, I missed you guys. I'm just now getting back into my mukbangs, and I've just missed you guys so much. So I always have so much to say, you know. But I know the people that watch me don't care about that. They love the information that I'm giving and all of that. So I will get the mukbangs down to a lower number. But I just, you know, I had so much to say in this video. As I'm just coming back, and I apologize. I missed my live last night, you guys. I'm so sorry about that, because I do that keto live. Meatloaf takes a little bit longer to chew. The keto live questions and answers to help you guys, and I've missed it. That's my 3rd week in a row. Well, the 2 weeks because I took off my channel. But I just had a family thing come up. Everybody's fine. Everybody's, you know, doing all right. I just couldn't get in and do it, and I apologize for that. But I will be back. I will be back to my live on Thursday. So this Thursday coming up, I will be back at 6 p.m. Central Standard Time. Then the following week, I'll go to a 1 or 2 p.m. Central. I like to go back and forth to help people, because there's other people that live in other countries that by that time at night, it's already like 11, 12 o'clock for them. So I like to do the afternoons too to help you guys. But definitely check that out. My live, you know, get questions ready for me. I love to answer them for you guys. Like I tell you, I am not a professional. I have learned so much. I have helped so many pretty much get all their weight off or almost there. But I was taught by professionals. So what I'm telling you by experts that have taught me from my actual doctor's office that I go to. So if you do need help, I'd love to help you. And also learn yourself. You know, I have studied myself all of this too. Always important to do that. And I've been so busy, I haven't had a chance to get to it, but I'm making a keto website, which is going to have all keto things that are approved to eat. My journey, I'm going to talk about that. So it's going to take a while to make this website, but when it is done, I will be linking it in this box here for you guys. I'll be telling you about it so that you guys can go to it, and that also will help you. I will explain in there how, when trying to lose, you want to use your body fat as your high fat. I will talk about that. And then if you're in maintenance mode and all of that, I'll show pictures of my journey and all of that. And I'd love to share that with you guys, but it is going to take time for that. So don't get too excited about that because it's going to take me a few months to get this going. And I'm working on my cookbook. I want to get that published. I'm going to call a place and see if I can get it published. And I hope all of you that watch me will buy a copy of it. That'd be great. Yeah, I love this. I love my channel. It started off as Angel's Heavenly Nails, and I talked one day about keto, and it blew up from there. People started asking me, would you talk about your journey? Would you tell us what you did, how you lost all the weight? And it just started going. So then I even changed the name to Keep It Keto. I do put my nails, my toe designs, and my outfits still in here, but I do, in the box down here, I have a channel called Angel's Heavenly Nailz. I made another one. So I'd love if you would go over there and subscribe to that channel as well so that I can make this channel just keto. Even though I love to share this because I feel so much better behind the camera. So I do the nails, excuse me, and toes, and then I love the fashion on Fashion Fridays. Sorry, I'm talking so much I get air. So I do love to put that in here, but I would love for this channel to be everyday keto. That's what I'd love to do. So if you can tell your friends about my other channel, you, and get subscribed over there. Once I hit that one over there, around 500 subs, I think I'm at like 70 some subs. Once I hit around 500 to 800, I probably will shut that down in here then and make this all keto. So if not, if that other one doesn't grow, then I'm just going to shut that one down and I'll keep this one here and continue to put all this stuff in here. But other than that, I hope all of you guys are doing well. If you need help, please look me up. Shoot me an email. I'd love to get you started on your macros and understanding what keto is and how you understand the macros and all of that. Because I just love to help. I want all of you to feel as great as I do every single day. Oh, this also helps. Keto also helps anxiety. It also helps OCD and, you know, like people with autism. I mean, it's just amazing what this diet does for you. It helps skin disorders, everything. It's just amazing. So definitely challenge yourself to a month of keto, and I promise you, you're going to love it. And you're going to feel amazing and lose weight so fast. I love you all very much. Everybody take care. Definitely try out this movie. It's so cute, or get it for your children. But other than that, everybody take care. God bless, and I will see all of you in my very next upload. And always remember, everybody, to keep it keto.